Picture this for a moment. It's a quiet Tuesday morning. You make your coffee. You stroll out to the mailbox just like you do every single day. And waiting there is an envelope from the Social Security Administration. You tear it open and your stomach sinks. It claims you were paid too much, and now they want that money returned. Thousands of dollars. Perhaps $11,000. But here's the part that makes your hands tremble. You never spent any extra money. You can't recall doing anything wrong at all. And the notice says they'll begin taking half of your monthly payment. Half. The very payment you rely on to cover your rent, your food, your medications. If that fear is washing over you this very moment, please stay calm. Breathe slowly. Because what I'm going to share can shield you. But only if you move quickly enough. Hello there, my friend. I am Milena. I work as a senior policy analyst, and I spend my days studying the rules so that you never have to. And today, we must discuss something quite serious. It's known as the Social Security Overpayment Clawback Rule. I'm going to walk you through exactly what this rule states. I'll display the genuine documents straight from Social Security's own website, and I'll hand you 3 clear steps to safeguard your money. Now pay close attention. Remain with me right to the finish. Because there is one silent error that thousands of seniors are making this very moment. It isn't signing the wrong paper. It's doing absolutely nothing. And that one error can cost you your whole monthly payment. So please stay put. This may be the most valuable 10 minutes of your month. Allow me to share Robert's story. Robert is 67. He labored for 40 years. He's a cautious man. He pays his bills promptly. He never misses a single deadline. 2 years back, Robert returned to work part-time. Only a handful of shifts at the local hardware store. A bit of extra income to manage rising costs. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But here's where the trouble began. Robert didn't realize he had to report that fresh income to Social Security immediately. He assumed they were already aware. After all, it's the government. Don't they observe everything? They weren't aware. Not immediately. So for more than a year, Social Security continued paying Robert the exact same amount. And Robert, completely unaware, kept spending it. On his mortgage, on his wife's medications, on ordinary life. Then the letter arrived. $11,000, that's the figure they claimed he owed. And the notice stated they would hold back 50% of his payment every month until it was repaid. Robert was petrified. But here's the error that wounded him most deeply. He felt so overwhelmed, so embarrassed, that he tucked the letter inside a drawer. He convinced himself he'd handle it later. He delayed. He did nothing. And after 30 days, the withholding kicked in automatically. Half his payment. Vanished. Now here's what truly saddens me. Robert held rights this entire time. There were forms he could have submitted. He could have halted that withholding. He may not have owed much at all, but because he delayed, he lost his chance. Don't become Robert. Let me reveal precisely what he should have done. Let's begin with what an overpayment truly is. An overpayment simply means Social Security gave you more than you were supposed to receive. And under the law, they are obligated to attempt to recover that money. That part isn't a choice for them. But here is something most folks have no idea about. Many of these overpayments are not your fault. Sometimes it's a shift in your income. Sometimes it's your residence or your marital status. And sometimes, pay attention here, it's an error by Social Security itself. You can be a perfectly honest person and still receive one of these letters. Now let's discuss the number that frightens everybody. The withholding rate. Here's the background, and I want you to absorb this clearly, because so much wrong information circulates online. In March 2024, the rate sat at merely 10%. Then in early 2025, Social Security declared they would seize 100% of your payment. That sparked outrage, so they reversed it. As of April 25th, 2025, the standard rate became 50% for retirement, survivor, family, and disability benefits. So if you encounter a video screaming that they'll grab 100%, that's outdated. The present default is 50%, still serious, but not your whole check. And if you receive SSI, Supplemental Security Income, your rate is even smaller. It remains at 10%. Now, the single most important number. The clock. Social Security waits a minimum of 30 days after mailing your letter before they begin collecting. That 30-day window is everything. If you respond within that window, you can pause the collection while they examine your case. If you do nothing like Robert, the 50% withholding begins automatically. So what can you genuinely do? You have 3 real rights, 3 forms. Jot these down. First, the appeal. This is Form SSA-561. You use this when you believe you weren't overpaid at all, or the figure is incorrect. Submit it within 60 days to safeguard your rights, and within 30 days to pause collection. The waiver. This is Form SSA-632-BK. You use this when the overpayment was genuine, but it wasn't your fault and you can't afford to repay it. If they approve it, you might not owe anything at all. Third, the lower rate request. This is Form SSA-634. You use this when you accept the debt, but 50% is too steep to live on. You can ask to pay less every month, in certain cases, as little as $10 monthly. And here's the protection that counts most. While your appeal or waiver is under review, Social Security does not continue collecting. That's your shield, but you must raise it in time. Now, what occurs if you disregard all of this? If you fail to act, they withhold 50% of your payment month after month until the debt clears. That can stretch on for years. And if you've stopped getting benefits, they possess other methods to collect. They can seize your federal tax refund. They can grab certain state payments. They can even garnish your wages if you're still employed. And this one is painful to hear. If you pass away before the debt is settled, Social Security may pursue repayment from someone who collects benefits on your record. Your family could inherit the burden. That's precisely why doing nothing is the costliest choice of all. So let's keep this simple. If you ever receive one of these letters, here are your 3 steps. Step 1. Read the letter that same day. Don't tuck it in a drawer. Open it. Locate the date on it. Circle that date. Your 30-day clock begins then. The letter will explain the exact reason for the overpayment. You must understand that reason before you do anything else. Step 2. Pick the correct form and submit it quickly. Ask yourself one question. Do I believe they're mistaken about the money? If yes, submit the appeal. Form SSA-561. Do I believe it's accurate, but it wasn't my fault and I can't afford it? Submit the waiver. Form SSA-632-BK. Can I pay something just not half my payment? Submit the lower rate request. Form SSA-634. And if you're uncertain, phone Social Security directly at 1-800-77-21213. That number is on your screen. Speak with a real person before the clock expires. Step 3. Save copies of everything, every letter, every form you mail, the date you sent it, the name of anyone you talk with. Keep it all inside one folder. If a dispute ever arises, your records are your protection. 3 steps. Read it. Submit the right form in time. Save your records. That's how you remain in control, rather than letting the rule control you. Now, before you leave, let me be truthful with you, because you deserve truthfulness. These rules shift. This withholding rate has shifted 3 times in 2 years. What's accurate today could differ next year. So you cannot depend on luck, and you can't depend only on a notification appearing on your phone. So here's what I'd like you to do. First, subscribe to this channel and switch on the bell so you never miss the next update. That part's free and it keeps you informed. Second, drop a comment below with a single word. Protected. It signals to me that you watched until the end, and it helps me know who to watch out for in upcoming videos. And third, if you'd like my free written checklist that guides you through these 3 forms, step by step, I placed a safe download link in the description below. It's free, it's mine, and it carries no affiliation with any government agency. I simply want it in your hands. One final thing, and please listen carefully here. Social Security will never request that you resolve an overpayment through a text message, a messaging number, or a stranger online. If anyone reaches out that way, claiming to be official, it's a scam. The only official number is 1-800-77C2-1213, and the only official website is ssa.gov. You toiled your entire life for these benefits. You earned them. Don't allow 1 letter and 30 days of silence to strip them away. I'm Milena. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.